Hi, I'm Mike Benya. I'm Chief Technology Officer for New York Roadrunners in New York City. I found myself at NYR about a year ago, starting out doing an IT technology audit. The organization was having some challenges with how they were using technology, with their infrastructure, and some of the staff. So I came in, I looked at it from beginning to end, top to bottom, and assessed how they were using technology, what the gaps were, where there were issues and challenges, and came up with a plan for how to address those and to move forward. After completing that project, Mary Wittenberg, the CEO, asked me to stay on and continue to lead the organization going forward and implement some of our recommendations. So NYR is a kind of a unique organization. They face some challenges that are a little bit different than your average organization. First of all, they're a not-for-profit, and that's got its own set of challenges associated with it. Then we put on an event called the New York City Marathon, which is fairly well known, which is a challenging event in and of itself. So that means we're essentially an event management organization. Over the course of the event, we also do a lot of broadcasting, both digital and analog. So we're also a digital media organization. We also have 60,000 members, runners from across the world. So we're a membership association. And on top of all of that, we have very extensive youth outreach and outreach community services. So we're a youth services organization on top of that as well. All of that is evolving and changing, which means that we've got a number of overlapping and sometimes conflicting sets of business objectives, which makes it challenging from an IT and technology perspective. So the culture at NYR is kind of interesting. As I said, it's a not-for-profit, which tends to mean usually that it's a conservative organization. There's not a lot of change. At the same time, it's a very dynamic organization. It's trying to push the boundaries for running, for health, for fitness, and for youth services. So at the same time that it's got this conservative inclination, as a typical not-for-profit, it also wants to expand rapidly and grow into a lot of different areas. And on top of that, in order to fund these programs and these initiatives, it also has to generate revenue. So it's a not-for-profit with a focus on generating revenue. So all of these create an interesting culture of both business-oriented individuals as well as very conservative individuals, which are sometimes in conflict, and makes it, again, a challenge to introduce new IT technologies. So the current technology that we're employing is kind of a mixed bag. On the one hand, we've got state-of-the-art technology that supports our scoring applications, and that's on a .NET stack, and it's pretty sophisticated. On the other hand, we have a number of back-end enterprise applications which date back over 20 years and still use a flat file structure. Overall, the challenge for the business is to try and accomplish some of their goals with the technology that's dragging them down a little bit. So our focus at this point is to bring them up to par, an even level with technology today, and then use that as a platform to leap forward and really push the envelope. So the challenge for me right now is that we're 3 days away from running the New York City Marathon. It's an incredibly challenging event to run. We employ over 500 people, all different types of technology. It's an amazing event. It takes us 6 months to prepare for. In the middle of that, at the same time, I'm implementing a new content management system. I'm implementing a new back-end system. I'm building a new website. As you can imagine, it's a little bit difficult to get people's attention and keep the focus on developing these different applications at the same time of running our annual event. So this, in turn, as well as changing the culture, are some of the challenges that we're dealing with at this very moment. So at the moment, we've got quite a few projects under our belt that are currently in play. We're implementing a new general ledger system, a new accounts payable system, a new HR system. We're building a new content management-based web system, and we're building a new enterprise system on top of everything else. This is keeping the team pretty busy and pretty challenged, both from a technology perspective as well as a project management perspective. But it's a challenge that we're enjoying, and we can see the real changes that we're implementing in the organization as a part of the work that we're doing. And for me personally, I'm really looking forward to implementing this new enterprise system. It's really going to change the way that the enterprise operates and how much work we can get done and where we can go in the future in support of our overall business goals. So one of the things that I've learned over the years, and particularly working at Roadrunners, is there's two parts to the equation in terms of getting anything done in terms of technology. First, you've got to get business buy-in. I started at the very beginning with getting the CEO and the executive team to buy into what we were doing. Nothing else is going to get done if you don't have that to begin with. The second part of it is picking the right technology partner. And I've been fortunate in working with Icrion to make that happen, because Icrion, like any of the best technology organizations out there, isn't just focused on technology for technology's sake. They work the business side, they work with the users, they understand the requirements, and they understand my business. And that's the only way that this works. Top-level support and a good technology partner. So I started working with iCreon about 3 years ago. It's been a phenomenal relationship. Himanshu is an incredibly intelligent and focused individual, and he's brought together an amazing team of skilled people, both developers, project managers, account managers, and analysts. So the relationship with them has been very powerful and very strong. I really do see it as a partnership. Other people say that about their vendors, but this is truly a partnership. iCreon is an organization that gets it in terms of what the business needs are, in terms of how technology fits into the business, how to leverage the technology for maximum benefit, and how to really manage the costs and budgets and schedules, which are all, of course, incredibly important to me as a CTO.